very clear that a common man that from that country called Nigeria has no hope. As it start right now, everybody don't confirm am say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. Even the judgment where they pass now, wuru judgment, all Nigerians is crying, whether you be Biafra or not Biafra. They say this kind of thing supposed to happen for their country. But let me shock you, one man from Abia State, whether they call Ojuzo Kalu, a brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, na he waka come aside for television, come they talk say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by more than 30 people. My people, things they happen. I want to play you the videos, may you watch one after the other. As they don't sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now they go back, come they talk say na Yahoo boys, now be the problem of Nigeria. Why the bandits today, they buy people, they not talk about that one. My people, things are really happening. Now let us go and watch the videos one after the other before we come back and continue. Stay tuned. As they watch, they share them, and for they get one video where I post. Yeah, that's my last video where I post last time here. So I tell about a brother. Where be they talk say the let me use Igbo talk this one. Say ndị Igbo go get ndị Igbo ga-enwe group ebe ha gara anọ na akparagawa nkata ụmụ youth ndị Igbo. So wait, if I get clearly confirmation and the good link, I'm etinye ebe so everybody go onye ọbụla ga-aga join. Akiotara. When my people, let's watch the videos before we come back and continue. Stay tuned.
Seen as having been done. The generality of the public of Nigeria and even the international community do not believe that justice was done in Nnamdi Kanu's case. Don't forget that the issue of treason is a political decision by the state, because treason is an offense against the state. It has been brought to become an offense against humanity. And that is why there is an international convention against treason. And it was to be able to bring it to the level of, to align Nigeria's act with that of the rest of the world, following the UN convention, that brought to the repeal of Nigeria's 2011-2012 terrorism Prevention Act, and reenacted in 2022 with implementation in 2023 of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. Now, the whole issue about Nnamdi Kanu's matter beggars a lot of questions and defeats a lot of logic, because a lot of people, even Nnamdi Kanu himself had continued to say it, even rambunctiously in court, that they should show him the law with which he's being tried. Because by the time many people didn't understand, because all the people who were not privy to the charges and people who were not privy to the goings on in court were at a loss as to why would a man be charged for an offense that is not known to law in a criminal trial. Because a Nigerian statute book says that one cannot be tried for a law of an offense not codified and known to law.
Yeah.
And then
under the principle of fair
hearing,
sections 35 and 36.
Absolutely. And there is nothing like retrogressive action in law when it comes to criminal action. Yeah. We are not a military regime. Now...
No, but Nnamdi Kanu was charged under the old law.
Under the old law?
Terrorism.
He was charged under the 2020...
No, not under 2022. Under the older law of
2011. 2013, yeah. Not 2022, 2013. That was repealed.
That's the old law.
The old law that was repealed in 2022.
Yeah, but so, the new law will not take effect. That's why Chief Awomolo is saying that the punishment is death penalty. He was quoting the old law, and that the accused person was charged under the old law.
The accused person was charged under the old law. Don't forget that that charge under the old law got extinguished in October 2022. When... Yeah,
but the law, you yourself just said it, cannot have retroactive effect.
We cannot have retroactive effect.
Those are issues they will resolve at the level of appeal.
No. There is one major issue that is even on the open. Okay. Because in the first instance, don't forget that Nnamdi Kanu had earlier been acquitted by the Federal High Court before federal government went to Court of Appeal. And every moment an accused is acquitted, discharged and acquitted, he goes home from the court. He can only go back to the prison or to wherever he was detained to collect his personal items. If he doesn't want, he can abandon them there. If he doesn't want, he can go from there to his house. If he doesn't want, because at the end of the day, the federal government refused to release him. So at that point of that discharge and acquittal in October of 2022, the court became functus officio. So you can no longer hold on that old law. But by the time you saw the judgment from the Constitutional Just Court, it was referring to the 2013 charge. So that became a very, very strong issue against that judgment and against the entire procedure. There are so many other issues which time may not allow us to explain.
These are issues that can be worked out when the matter goes to the Court of Appeal. Aloy Ejimako has already said they will go on appeal. Yes, and that by Monday, tomorrow, they are going to file.
He has a whole 90 days. We think we to do so.
However,
so he can do that
to
at any
notice
time.
that Justice Omotosho even said, oh, he was tampering justice with mercy. He was not applying the full teeth of the law. However, what do you think is the way forward? And don't you think that the matter was even complicated by the conduct of the accused person who...
Hello and welcome. My name is Magnus Uraka. This is Woto Woto TV. You see, the case of Nnamdi Kanu is by far the most intriguing case ever to have been witnessed in this climb. I have taken my time to study it. First, I'm going to try to have a holistic appraisal of this case. You see, when I saw Nnamdi Kanu shouting, you don't know the law, God punish you, and all those outbursts and outrage, and I'm like, this is Nnamdi Kanu, who claimed to know the Fulani people. And I'm trying to say, like, the same caliphate that went to the trouble of going to Kenya to smuggle you out of Kenya, to bring you out, to bring you to Nigeria, did you think they went through those efforts to come and found you not guilty? For crying out loud, everybody, particularly to my Igbo brothers, you should know that that lawyer that read the verdict, he's not the one reading it. Look, there are people pulling the strings somewhere that we are not seeing, the cabals. That judge just read what was written to him. Now, because I love asking questions, a case was tried in Abuja. Now, the sentencing is done in Sokoto. The Fulanis are trying to tell her, look, we own this country. We own you. Whatever we want, we'll do to you, and nothing will happen. Whatever we want to do to you, we'll do it, it will happen. You see, the politics behind Nnamdi Kanu has exposed Tinubu and the whole of our democratic system. I can tell you for sure that Tinubu is not in charge of this country. Those who claim Tinubu to be master strategist, Jagaban, he's not in charge because he made a deal with the devil. And usually when you make a deal with the devil, he sneaks in a price you definitely cannot pay. And that's what Tinubu is facing now. He made a deal with the Fulanis, and the Fulani said, yes, we're going to do this, but don't do this. We have our own plan. Do your own plan. Do your own Yoruba agenda. We'll have our own Fulani agenda. But when you make a deal with the devil, know that they will always give you a wish that has a catch in it. I hate to say this, but I don't envy Tinubu in the position Tinubu is now. I really don't envy him. I don't envy him at all. Because he has surrounded himself with a group of bandits, with a group of terrorists. And he thought he could manage them initially. But gradually, it has gone way beyond his capacity as a president. So let's talk about Nnamdi Kanu. What is playing on? What is the gameplay? What is really going on? What is going on is very simple. The Fulanis who want to use Nnamdi Kanu to make a statement to the Igbos that, look, we can do whatever we want and you can't do nothing. Taking Nnamdi Kanu to Sokoto is a blunt and clear statement to the Igbos that we are going to teach Nnamdi Kanu a lesson and teach any other mouthpiece from the southeast that this is what we'll do to you if you dare speak anyhow to the Fulani Caliphate. That's exactly what is going on. Everything, the whole trial thing was simply a kangaroo from acquitting him or granting him bail and the refusal. You should know that if you're an Igbo man and you are angry with that judge, that means you're not thinking. That judge, leave that judge. That judge is not the one reading that. He's just a puppet whose strings is being pulled by people somewhere and was asked, read this thing. You don't read and finish, okay. Bring Nnamdi Kanu to Sokoto. Say they shout. Come and shout in Sokoto. That's what this is all about. So for me, I don't like talking and talking. I always try to see where is the solution in all of this. The solution is very simple. The Igbos in particular, you should try to have people on your side. Talk less. People like me who fight for you, encourage us to fight more. And to this set of Yoruba people that are enslaved by their inclination to tribalism, I pity you and I'm sorry for you. You think you are smarter than the Fulani. You can never be smarter than the Fulani. Fulani is smarter than you. You think you have a Jagaban that is oppressing the Fulanis. Jagaban is not oppressing the Fulanis. Jagaban is just a tool. He's just putting up a face to show that he's in charge of this country. He's not. Well, the future is still rife. There's more to be seen. But I believe there's more to come with the whole Nnamdi Kanu saga. I will keep my eyes and ears to the ground so that I will talk about them more. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.
Let me tell you, I have been working with the federal government of Nigeria on how to solve this issue. And nobody should question the decision of Justice Omotosha, because Justice Omotosha's question is the judgment of the court. Once the court says, what we should start looking now, the kind of people are going to appellate court, and we are using the political sides to solve the problem, because this is the area I know. I'll be contacting the Attorney General to advise the President, to advise people who are concerned on how we solve this problem. If you want, I can take you to memory lane. If I want to take you to memory lane, when I wanted to join the APC in 2016, may his soul rest in peace, President Buhari, with his Minister of Justice and with the Director of SSS, they found a way and supported, because I told them I won't join the party if Nnamdi Kanu is not released on bail to face trial. If I cannot tell you, but if you say you ask people to keep people, you must face trial. But I wanted him to be in his house, and even they were to release him to my house. I told them no. Where I live is sensitive. Release him to Omaya. We walked. Alhaji Lawan Daura is alive. And my names. Malami is alive. They all helped to make sure that he was released on bail. I can't go further. I know the pressure. May his soul rest in peace. I know the pressure I personally put on President Buhari before he was released in April 2017. It's not time for noise making. It's not time for fighting. It's a time for reflecting, sober reflection, as if I may say that. Other Igbos died. Nobody's even talking about Igbos that were killed. Nobody's talking about people that own shops that are no longer working. I have my mother's friend that have a rice shop. The woman who owe my mother about 4.2 million naira. They ransacked the whole shops and the woman went bankrupt. And nobody talks about it.
Or the police officers that were killed.
Oh, no, not because they were mentioned in the court. The court never mentioned 30,000 something Igbos that were killed. The court never mentioned about people that lost their business and run away from their villages. It's not something, don't let me to go emotional here, because it's not something anybody can discuss. A lot of Igbos were killed, Sean. A lot of Igbos were killed. If you don't know it today. Let Igbos stop being emotional. I want us to settle down and go on our knees and find a way that the man can be released. It's part of my job to do it.
The present reality today in this country is that the so-called internet fraudsters, the so-called Yahoo boys, they are wreaking more havoc terrible effort on the economy than any other set of people. And for us to come out of this perception, we need to realize the fact that the anti-corruption fight is a broad-based fight.
If you see a confused country that don't have way forward, they don't have anything to offer any citizen, anybody that is coming out as in any position in Nigeria has nothing to offer. They're only money mongers. They need money. They need money. That is what is in your head. Open their head. You see how to thief money, the position to allocate money, what they create, they will steal money, how they will buy house in America. Could you imagine? I'm so ashamed that I'm involved in this particular nation. Nonsense. Yes, Nigeria is fucked up. Nigeria is fucked up. Nigeria is Ugwompiti, yes. My people, Nigeria is what? Ugwompiti. That is what you're supposed to call Ugwompiti. Donald Trump called it shit whole country when he entered before. You people think that man is, everybody must apologize for our country. Which country do you have? Country of bandits, where bandits are the first class citizens, buying the main citizen of the land. Funanis that is not from Nigeria, buying the owners of the land. A man who come outside and say freedom of my people, they recruited the jail Congo Ronkata, many of them with one woman that have no future in UK or whatever you find this. Many of those illiterate from East, they recruited them and recruited some tours put in Southeast, asking them to be pretending to be ESN, to be Biafra Liberation Army, to commit atrocities, to labor the cause of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But God will expose. God don't expose all of una. God don't expose all of una. All this Okada, all of una. Look at the Yoruba journalist. Look at what he's saying. Being biased in this matter. Anything concerning Igbo people, this man don't like it. I bet wanna share this video and drop your own opinion for inside comment section. You don't read for their head. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be free. He's not a terrorist. You know the main terrorist. Nah, they're confused. They don't even know the way for, okay, not sentence Nnamdi Kanu. Did anything change in Nigeria? But things keep increasing. Attack from the herdsmen increase. Everything worse. Nigeria, go. I bet I'm gonna share this video.